Woof, my name's Scooby, a groovy sheepdog with a nose for trouble. My partner? That's Whiskers, a cool cat with eyes like emerald lasers. We're Groovy Paws and Claws, the best detectives in 1970s New York City. Whiskers loves lapping up cream and listening to jazz records. Me? I'm all about chasing pigeons in Central Park and scarfing down Scooby snacks. But when duty calls, we trade our snacks for magnifying glasses. One hot summer day, the phone rang. It was Polly, a frantic parrot with feathers as bright as a rainbow. "Help! My little buddy Bruce Lee has been bird-napped," she squawked. "A kidnapped budgie?" I tilted my head, my ears perked up. "Sounds like a case for Groovy Paws and Claws," I declared, grabbing my detective hat, a vintage fedora I found in a dumpster. New York City was buzzing with bell-bottoms, disco balls, and funky music. We hopped into my groovy van, a bright orange masterpiece with flowers painted on the side. Our first stop was Polly's apartment in Greenwich Village. It was a riot of color, with beaded curtains and lava lamps everywhere. "Bruce Lee is no ordinary budgie," Polly explained, her voice trembling. "He's a karate master." She showed us Bruce Lee's tiny training equipment, a miniature punching bag and a little wooden dummy. "He's got a black belt in beak jitsu," Polly cried. "Who would want to kidnap him?" Whiskers sniffed the air, his whiskers twitching. "This smells like the work of the Claw," he hissed. The Claw was a notorious cat burglar with a penchant for feathered friends. He loved forcing exotic birds to perform in his underground disco, the Birdcage. Our search for clues took us from the bustling streets of Times Square, with its flashing neon signs and street performers, to the shadowy alleys of Chinatown. We even snuck into Studio 54, disguised in platform shoes and glitter. "This place is wilder than a dog park," I exclaimed, dodging a dancing disco ball. Finally, after hours of sniffing out clues, Whiskers found a tiny green feather stuck to a discarded disco ball. "This is it, Scooby," he whispered, his eyes gleaming. "The birdcage is hidden somewhere in this disco." We found a secret door behind the disco ball and crept through a dark hallway, the sound of disco music thumping in our ears. We burst into a smoky room filled with caged birds forced to dance under a glittering disco ball. And there he was. Bruce Lee, wearing a tiny sequined vest and looking very unhappy, was forced to do karate chops on a platform. "Let him go, Claw," I barked, my fur standing on end. The Claw, a scrawny alley cat with a gold tooth, hissed and lunged at us. But he was no match for Bruce Lee. With a swift beak jitsu move, the tiny budgie sent the Claw flying into a plate of nachos. We freed Bruce Lee and the other birds, who flew out into the night, their joyous chirps echoing through the city. Back at Polly's, we celebrated with a bowl of birdseed and Scooby snacks. As the sun rose over the city that never sleeps, I knew one thing for sure. Groovy Paws and Claws always get their bird.